Hey, it's your ceiling vent, so I'm dripping. Could be the rain, could be the upstairs bathroom. Yikes. You could hire the guy your neighbor recommended, but I'm pretty sure that's just his cousin. Do we know if he's licensed, or does he just own a ladder?
Listen to your home. Go with Thumbtack. Upload a photo or voice note and we'll diagnose your project and match you with the right pro for the job. Thumbtack. We know homes. Hire the right pro today.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
Unbelievable, tip, how he had to control it and tip it in from. I mean, like I said, that has to be the most iconic shot in the history of New York basketball. I mean, I'm not you guys know better than me, but it was just unbelievable.
Right hand from God.
Yeah.
Right hand to God. I mean, that's OG, though.
Yeah, he been doing it this whole playoff run. Shout out to him for being crashing the board and doing something special,
Man, that's what every time we in the game with OG, third quarter, second quarter, whatever, he may not be feeling like he's playing his best. Every time I talk to him, I say, I already know what OG Anunoby's going to do in the fourth quarter.
There's the Knicks head coach Mike Brown, Jose Alvarado, and Karl Anthony Towns talking about the tip-in. The most iconic play in the history of Knick basketball, PK. Certainly given the stage it was on, Game 4 of the NBA Finals, that gives it an advantage over other big plays that have happened along the way. But prisoner of the moment there, or you got something from your Jersey days?
Man, 1970, Game 7, Knicks and Lakers tied.
Willis Reed limps onto the floor.
That's by far.
It's not a play. But it's a moment.
Sure, it's a basket. He made a basket.
Oh, okay, when he made the basket.
What do you mean it's not a play?
I always think of the limping on the floor story.
Well, you're
out there.
That adds
the
to
moment.
the basket. The guy was playing on one leg. Remember Donovan Mitchell? He played on one leg.
Okay, you need to stop.
In the second round.
Stop making that noise.
Well, that's what you all did, and I'm thinking, gosh, what Donovan Mitchell? I got Willis Reed coming in. Oh, against Wilt Chamberlain. Who did Donovan Mitchell do it against? Terrence Mann? He's the author in the Field of Dreams. No offense. And who did OG? He did it. Big Vic was 5 feet behind him. Willis Reed, the captain. Get some history, Mikey. What are you talking about? My goodness. And Willis, I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror 20 years later and say I wish I had tried to play. He received painkiller injections in his thigh and then limped to the court during warm-ups. The crowd erupted. The same building, no less. You people. My goodness. And he pestered Chamberlain into multiple missed shots. Get out of town. This is the best. Yes.
Oh, gee,
and he only had 4 points and 3 rebounds in the game.
OG has been stepping up here in the playoffs. He was 16-5 guy during the regular season and 21-9 now.
Oh, he's the MVP so far.
Yeah,
it's not over yet.
It's not, but he's crushing it here in this series for sure. Game 5's tomorrow night in San Antonio. The video is going viral if you haven't seen it. The fan throwing the egg at Victor Wembanyama. How fired up will Big Vic be with the season on the line?
This is the one time you can say he had egg on his face.
See, there you go. The cliche, life imitates art.
This is not a cliche.
It is not a cliche.
It is literal.
Off-day media availability, Darren Fox, what were you thinking? I thought I'd be able to outrun him, Fox said when asked about the play. That's it. As explanations go, that was good. Don't give me some long, convoluted thing. I thought I was going to be able to beat him to the hoop. I didn't. He blocked the shot. He should have dribbled away, but, hey, you make a decision in the moment. It isn't always the right one. Certainly a lot of us were second-guessing as it happened, but...
Well, time is more important than score in that point. So even if he makes the layup, it's still a one-possession game.
It's a one-possession game because he puts the league at 3. They hit a 3. Now,
and
it's
get
hard
fouled, they win the game. Make the free throw.
See? Oh, speaking of that, we had so much to get to. I didn't get to. Are you sick of the flopping? Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander watching this series?
10 years ago?
Right. Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking, why is everyone picking on me? Karl Anthony Towns flinging him.
Wait, now he's a victim?
Flinging himself into the bench when he gets fouled on the three-pointer. Well, he thought he did. A little guy can't hit Karl Anthony Towns and send that big dude flying 7 feet into the bench. Come on. Physics doesn't work. The flopping's everywhere.
I agree.
All right, the game is tomorrow night, 6:30, but people are still talking trades. They're still talking draft. Latest mock draft from Kevin O'Connor at Yahoo Sports projects the Jazz taking Cameron Boozer with the second pick in the draft. That would line up with what you were telling us about Bill Simmons thinking Danny Ainge is thinking wing. He's thinking wing. So Kevin O'Connor lines up with that.
I've known Kevin O'Connor for a long time. I didn't know he was in the draft business. I thought he'd retired.
Not that Kevin O'Connor. There's more than one Kevin O'Connor.
Well, he is the Kevin O'Connor.
This is Yahoo Sports Kevin O'Connor, not former Utah Jazz
Yahoo
executive
Sports
Kevin O'Connor.
Does he have a level of credibility?
He does. He's been around for a while doing this kind of stuff because I heard that name and got confused and thought what you thought and had to Google it and find out, yep, see, that's two different guys, same name.
You didn't have to. You chose to Google it.
No, I had to. I had a physical need.
I didn't feel like I had to. Uh-huh. No, I know he's not the same guy. And what is his reasoning behind it? We heard and we explained and we amplified what Bill Simmons was saying, not just throwing something out there. Bill Simmons went and had some reasoning, his reasoning. He wasn't saying necessarily it was fact, but he was giving an explanation as to why he said what he said. Does Kevin O'Connor say anything as to why he's predicting this?
Why don't we get into that in our next segment? We're going to talk draft. We got a David Locke question up there, so we'll do that as part of the...
God willing, I'll be here.
I think you will be. Other story we need to get into, the Celtics willing to make Jaylen Brown available in any Giannis trade. So hold on to that as well. We got plenty of NBA stuff to get to. DJ and PK.
#NFL.
The relationship is great. Miss D, Jimmy, they were at my wedding. We talk all the time. He calls me whenever. It happens and things like that. One of my favorite baseball players that I've been watching is Bryce Harper. Sometimes he swings, but he stands back up and he gets another opportunity and he hits home run. So you never know what the opportunity might show up, and that's what I have right now.
Okay, I am now a Deshaun Watson big fan.
Because?
He's using baseball as an analogy. Bryce Harper, kid that I saw at 12 years old.
Use baseball analogies. Pull PK into your column.
Yes.
I'm lining up behind this guy and I'm following him.
He's following baseball.
There's a lot of baseball
stuff going on in his life.
Yeah. He was asked about criticism of or any conflict with Browns owner Jimmy Haslam and Deshaun Watson, whether this is just coming from him or whether he's been coached on it or whatever. Deshaun Watson's not in a place where he should be putting other people on blast. He's had enough issues. He's had enough problems. Hey,
I don't care about any of that.
Trying to get along with people.
It's all going forward.
Yeah.
He's going to follow Bryce Harper, who's one of the most intense players in all of sports.
Bryce Harper brings a football mentality to baseball. The amount of times you see Bryce in the dugout playing with sunflower seeds, putting gum on the back of somebody's cap or whatever. You blow a bubble.
He
and you
makes
stick on the back.
Kirk Gibson look like a sissy.
He does. Kirk Gibson is a giggly little kid. He's soft compared to Bryce. Looks like he's ready to come out of the dugout and fight somebody who's charging the mound or something.
He's there to play bowl.
Yeah.
That's it. And he's there to win. So, yeah, absolutely, man. And now I hope Deshaun Watson gets his life in order. I guess he got married. He said the guys were at his wedding, and it's straight, and he has an opportunity to be healthy, and I hope he balls out.
There was a time, believe it or not, before all of the problems and all of the troubles and all of the accusations, all of the lawsuits and just all of the negativity, there was a time he was a dominant college quarterback, and early in his NFL career, it looked like the arrow was up. And
the arrow's still up. I'm not living in the past.
Yeah.
Let's look ahead.
It's been, 4 years now.
You're still living in the past.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Time to get at least current. If you don't want to look to the future, how about
Well, we'll
today?
see if he can win the Browns starting job. They've got a bunch of quarterbacks there.
They're going to have 15 of them, but he will.
And they better, whoever's going to seize that job better hurry up and seize it, because otherwise Cleveland's going to be in that quarterback draft pool next year. Finding the next big thing. Broncos gave Coach Sean Payton a new 5-year contract. That seems like a no-brainer. He has come into Denver, turned things around. Seems like the arrow is up there in his 3 years on the job there. Wide receiver Jalen Coker, the Panthers, 3-year, $35 million contract extension, and the Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs denied parole nearly 5 years after the fatal crash. He is still in prison and is going to remain there for a while. Bucs head coach Todd Bowles backing Baker Mayfield as a long-term quarterback in Tampa Bay amid contract talks. Baker wants to be paid. See how big a raise he wants. He's in the mid-30 millions. Does he want up into the 40s or into the 50s with the top 10 quarterbacks in the league?
Well, man, he's got to
Remains to be
live.
seen. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
So this was a Big 12 executive board call, a select group of presidents. Kansas President Doug Girard is the head of it, and there are also presidents from Kansas State, Arizona, and BYU. They met with Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark and legal counsel from the Big 12. They discussed potential options on how to punish Texas Tech or Brendan Sorsby in the wake of this injunction. Generally speaking, I was told that the options that the Big 12 was expected to discuss would be something individual for Sorsby, an additional suspension. He's obviously going to be suspended for the first 2 games, or some kind of punishment for Texas Tech. This is complicated. They're going to have to tangle legally with both Jeffrey Kessler, the state attorney general, and obviously Cody Campbell, the Texas Tech mega booster who has endless millions. I've been told by sources that the tenor from the Big 12 is one of strategy and not emotion. The ADs made clear their emotions. It's unclear yet, Matt, if the Big 12 presidents are matching that emotion from the Big 12's athletic directors. There obviously were curse words and threats and such coming from that AD room, and there's a clear consensus in that room from the 15 other ADs. They don't want Brendan Sorsby to play this year.
That's Pete Thamel wrapping up the Big 12 executive meetings.
Once he said curse words, I knew Santiago was there.
Nice. And an incoming text for PK in 3, 2, and 1. I can get myself in trouble. I don't need help from you. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Brian was there.
Did Santiago sit quietly and listen? Or was he leading the discussion? There were curse words. Well, Santiago took the lead.
I'm just kidding. And so the funny thing is, there were 15, and Texas Tech puts out a 20-minute video, 21 minutes. I listened to it. It was torture.
Good. I'm glad you listened to it.
I did.
That's torture.
And this is 9 o'clock. The hot game was over.
Were there any new?
It's an addiction.
Yes,
and they have restrictions on his phone.
Yeah.
This little boy that we have to take, and it is an addiction. I don't mock that. But the thing about it is, well, he never bet on his team. Well, wait a second. You're telling me it's an addiction, which it is. I got no problem with that. And you're saying, basically, we got restrictions on his phone, and he never bet on his team, so this will never happen again. But it's an addiction. Well, what do we know about addiction? Are you ever really cured? They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. It's an addiction, but we got it covered now over here. You can't have that both ways. It doesn't work. It's inconsistent. And if anybody in the history of the planet from going forward, if you have an addiction in gambling, go to Texas Tech, enroll as a student, because this is who we are. We take care of our own. Meanwhile, you go play and you win us football games. And if anybody else in the conference had done it, they would be one of the 15 saying, you gotta be kidding me. He can't play. He knows the rules. It's a joke.
And I thought he did bet on his team because I thought he did bet on prop bets on individual players.
He did not harm his team. He did not bet them to lose. They're coming up with every excuse. It's like Cody Campbell. Well, nobody boycotted Penn State. Yeah, they got a guy in prison and Paterno died, and he was fired. I mean, what are you talking about? There's all sorts of repercussions against Penn State that hurt the whole university.
Yeah.
And so here they put out a thing, and of course they have an in-house guy. They ought to have that lady Kennedy, the softball pitcher that they paid $2 million to lob those questions instead of the guy at the end of the table lobbing the questions. She knows how to pitch softballs, and so they ought to have her doing it. And it was 20 minutes of, oh, we love him, and he's one of us. Yeah, he got there in friggin' January, and, we got to do what's right. And then they quote something where he's in Houston, and Dakota Allen were a player that had a problem. As I understand it, the player left school and then came back. This kid isn't great. Keep him in your fold, nurture him, support him, but that doesn't mean he has to play.
Pay him.
You can still do the same thing without playing. You can be as magnanimous as you want, but you're going to play him because you want to win games. Just say it. Does he make us a better football team? Yes. Especially with Hammond out, and we don't know when he's going to return and what his condition is going to be in. And if Hammond was healthy, maybe we would not play Sorsby. Just tell us, man. He helps us win games, and we're going to support him. Family on 3, winning games on 1.
We're headed back to a courtroom, it feels like. That's what this feels like. The Big 12 will have their meeting.
Judge
They'll decide
Wapner,
what
the
they do.
People's Court.
Judge
Dun-dun,
Wapner.
dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Now, see, Jake's out today. Alex is laughing at that, and I thought that reference would be too old. But I guess the classics never grow
you
old.
don't know,
You know
Al.
about Judge Wapner? The original judge?
I don't know. I was thinking more of
all
like...
the other judges came late. Judge Judy ripping off Wapner.
I was thinking of Judge Judy.
Wapner was the first.
Well, yeah, Judge Judy is Judge Wapner's daughter. Look it up.
Really?
Look it up.
No, you're just toying with me.
Look
See
it
if you can
up.
get me to do it during the break.
Look it up.
What's her last name?
Judy. Her first name is Judge. You don't want to give her last name and have a bunch of creepos stalking her. She was a babe in that robe.
One more college football story, and it's a big one. Florida plans a $1.45 billion renovation to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, a.k.a. the Swamp.
I've been there.
You have been, and I want to ask you about that here momentarily. I'd just like to point out for anybody who says, well, this just can't go on. This keeps escalating, and this is just unsustainable. Well, if Florida can round up almost $1.5 billion, $1.45 billion to do the stadium, my guess is Florida can round up more money for NIL, and it can go on for a while. So maybe you and your school can't go on, but there are going to be some schools that can go on, and Florida seems to be at the front of that parade. $1.45 billion renovation of the Swamp. Was the Swamp run down when you were there? You were there with the Utes a few years ago.
Oh, you could tell it's an old stadium, yeah. I mean, you know. I've been in new ones, newer ones,
right,
brand new ones.
And you felt the age there?
Yeah,
the heat, the
really
humidity,
cool.
It's a little beat up, and they'll probably put in more luxury stuff, places to eat and all that, where they can charge people more money.
It reminded me of the old Stanford Stadium. Just in its size.
Okay. Yeah.
It just old, but
Stanford,
huge.
you're talking back when it was bleachers and a huge bowl before
they had a Super Bowl there.
Yeah.
I covered a game in Stanford before they remodeled it, covered a game inStanford after they remodeled it. And you could tell, this is I've been in the Rose Bowl, I've been in the Coliseum. And then they do
the
these
Coliseum's
updates.
been updated big time.
Yeah.
And the Rose Bowl has multiple times, too.
I was in the Rose Bowl last September, and compared to where I first went to the Rose Bowl in the 80s,
Night and day.
you could tell it's, I get it.
All right, well, Florida's got the deep pockets. They're not going to be out of money anytime soon. DJ and PK.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing, or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
What is that?
Yeah, it's a World Cup holder.
Like the soccer tournament World Cup?
Holder. For the world. Fits every car, holds every cup.
It has a Carvana logo?
Yeah, Carvana made it. They buy and sell cars, so they made a car cup holder. So, got any good cups lately?
I used to, just couldn't figure out where in the world to put them.
The World Cup holder, brought to you by Carvana, proud sponsors of the World Cup holder.
Sign up today to win yours at cup-holder2026.com. Not authorized or endorsed by FIFA. Not a real product. For parity and fair use purposes only.
Psst, I have a secret that's about to seriously upgrade your downtime. Mistplay is always running these massive sweepstakes, from major cash prizes to top brand bundles to thousands of dollars in gift cards for Amazon, Visa, Target, and more. You just play your favorite mobile games, earn points, and you cash out those points for entries. Mistplay is 100% free. No deposit, no subscription, no hidden fees. Download Mistplay today and start winning.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
It'll be interesting now if Alonso gets one into the outfield. Very interesting. Pete hits it high and deep. Left field. There it goes. Pete Alonso sends it deep into the Baltimore night. What a shot. It made it onto the walkway in left field. Pete Alonso just sent a baseball where it just never goes.
Here's the pitch. Suzuki drives one in the air. Deep left field. It's got a chance. Grand slam home run. Seiya Suzuki with a granny.
Hanging slider from Feltner, and that's the hit the Cubs were needing.
2 outs in the 7th. The 1-2. Ripped in the air to right field. Pretty deep. Walker back onto the track, at the wall, and it's gone! Juan Soto with a go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 7th has given the Mets a 5-4 lead.
And the Mets beat the Cardinals 5-4, the final score. You heard Pete Alonso going deep as the Orioles beat the Mariners 6-5. The Cubs get the big hit and a 9-3 win over the Rockies. Cubs avoid the sweep at the hands of Colorado. Cubs lose the series, though, and they've lost 8 of their last 9 series. They did split a 4-gamer in there with Pittsburgh. They got a whole pitching staff on the injured list, though, PK. They're onto their second staff here. They need to get some people healthy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's been they haven't won a series in a month and a half now. The big story, Shohei Ohtani exits early with left knee inflammation as the Dodgers beat the Pirates 8-6. Now, it's not supposed to be a big deal. There are reports after the game that he's expected to be back in the lineup today, and they can afford to take him out. Scored a bunch of runs early, and he had a home run. He was 2 for 2 with 2 walks and a homer. He had a day.
Well, it's June, and if he feels any tinge of pain,
get him healthy.
So, yeah, of course.
The Bees lose 7-4 in Reno. Back at it tonight. They won 2 of 3 to start the series. Game 4 in the 6-game series tonight. Tony Parks is on the call. They'll be on the air at 7:20 on 1280 The Zone. DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
And incidentally, he and his opposite number, Hugo Bros, played against each other in the 1986 World Cup. Citole was caught out there, and there's a only goal for the Mexicans. Quiñones. Big goal. Alvarado's crossing. And there's the goal he was looking for. It's Raul Jimenez, and it's 2-0. A World Cup goal at last.
They've got to make it more intricate how they did before to try and get in the game.
Oh, it's a good run, a really good run. Surely it's the equaliser.
World Cup starts with Mexico shutting out South Africa 2-0. 3 red cards. 3 guys kicked out. Mexico gets the win at home. South Korea gave up an early goal on a long throw-in, but then scored twice and beat the Czech Republic. They beat Czechia 2-1. U.S. Opens play tonight. They play Paraguay in Los Angeles, 7 o'clock on Big Fox. Canada plays at 1 o'clock in Toronto against Bosnia.
You going to have a watch party?
Herzegovina. No, I do not have a watch party scheduled. Probably should have. I didn't think that through.
Oh, yeah. Come on. You're the guy.
I know.
You should be having a thing down at the stadium.
Yep.
And you should be leading them.
Financial opportunity missed right there. Should have been a watch party.
Oh, here I am trying to make use people money. Hey, listen to that guy. You know, you try to do this, but you come off like a white guy trying to pronounce Polynesian names authentically.
Yeah.
When you say...
And you want to know why that is?
2-0. You have to have some form of an accent. Straight white American dude who you are saying 2-0, they level it. No, use the terms that we use unless you're from there. It's like Kawafusi. I'm white guy. It's Kafusi. I don't know what to tell you. I can't pronounce it like that. It's the same thing. Stop it. It's 2-0. They tied the score. The game ended in a tie. It's not a draw. But if you're European and have some form of a British accent or what have you, or, you know, whatever accent's over there, you can do that. White guy from America, no.
When I was just starting out calling games, people were like, yeah, you have to watch the national announcers and do what they do and pick up on them. Yeah, and it's an English guy, and there's a goal, and he goes, Sublime. And I'm like, if I said Sublime after a goal, people would die laughing like Alex is right now.
You have to do it.
No, I don't. Go talk to Nate Dowell about it. He was there when it happened, and it still kills him. Yes.
Man, you would die, and it kills him. You got Alex dead. Now you got Nate Dowell dead.
It could have happened. If I had yelled,
you're
Sublime!
a violent person.
After
just when you say
goal.
2-0, it sounds stupid.
Sublime.
You can say Sublime all you want. 2-0 sounds stupid.
Every time I say
you don't need
Sublime,
to go that.
he starts laughing again.
You're not. If you say Sublime 15 more times, I promise you he won't laugh 15 more times.
We might, but
no, I guarantee. No, we got till 10 o'clock.
No,
we're okay.
No, we really don't.
Yes, we do.
You made another point in there somewhere. I was going to say something. I lost what it was under all of that.
Grow up.
No, there was something else in there. I can't remember. All right. So tonight, 7 o'clock.
White guys trying to pronounce Polynesian names as if they're Polynesian. No.
U.S. and Paraguay. Here we go.
There was an anchor in Phoenix and in L.A. She moved to L.A. when I there, and her name was Linda Alvarez. And she would blah, 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 blah. And then she'd go, Linda Alvarez. But she's Hispanic. She was Mexican, so she can get away with it.
Yeah.
Well, Fred Rogan, who was in Phoenix and also in L.A., he wouldn't have said, back to you, Linda Alvarez. No, he wouldn't have done that. You can't do that. Alex can get away with it. You can't.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Ehlers takes a look. Svechnikov back up top. Chance for Gostisbehere. Svechnikov snaps, shoots, scores! There are the hands, and that's the magic of number 37, Andrei Svechnikov. And it's 2-1 Carolina, a power play goal. Into the Vegas zone. Drops here for Aho. Back to Gostisbehere. He's going to set it up. Side of the net. They score! Tick, tack, toe. Andrei Svechnikov's second power play goal. And it puts Carolina up 4-1 in Game 5. And this one is over. We don't get the official horn. Now we do. Carolina, 4-2 winners in Game 5. They take a 3-2 series lead. And we will talk to you in Sin City. I know they like gold out there, but a big piece of silver is waiting for Carolina.
All in one breath.
Vegas scored the first goal. They scored the last goal, but in between, Carolina scores 4 in a row, 2 of them on the power play. They're up 3-2. They got 2 chances now to clinch it and hoist the cup.
Well, they won't do it. The big story is Tortorella flew back to Vegas nude because he said, we'll be back here. We're just going to do it in a different order. I'm going to leave my clothes here. That's for sure. They'll be in the hotel. His own words.
His own words.
He's flying the friendly skies naked. He left his clothes there because he knows he's coming back.
Tortorella, not done yet. Game 6 is Sunday night.
He left his clothes there.
Yeah, there it is.
This team's been down. They were down into Utah. What's their faces? The Mammoth? And they came back. Don't count out Vegas.
More offseason moves coming. Darnell Nurse giving the Oilers short list of trade options. Got a couple guys on the block. May have a couple more here soon. We'll see. DJ PK. That is what is trending. Sponsored by Shamrock Plumbing. No job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. When we come back, the question of the day, more on the NBA draft and the Yahoo prediction from Kevin O'Connor, the Jazz taking Cameron Boozer at number 2. We'll get to that next. Stay with us.
Hey, it's your ceiling vent, so I'm dripping. Could be the rain, could be the upstairs bathroom. Yikes. You could hire the guy your neighbor recommended, but I'm pretty sure that's just his cousin. Do we know if he's licensed, or does he just own a ladder?
Listen to your home. Go with Thumbtack. Upload a photo or voice note, and we'll diagnose your project and match you with the right pro for the job. Thumbtack. We know homes. Hire the right pro today.
Summer is all about freedom, fun, and growing up. And between the ages of 9 and 13, kids are starting to form their views about alcohol. With more independence, their still developing brains need more guidance and support than ever. That's why summer is the perfect time to stay connected and plan fun, safe family activities together. Research shows kids who spend quality time with their parents doing what they enjoy are less likely to drink underage. And when kids feel close to you, they're more likely to listen, especially when you set clear expectations. In fact, kids who drink before 15 are far more likely to struggle with alcohol later. This summer, create a no-bummer summer with fun, alcohol-free activities for your kids. Go to summer.parentsempowered.org to take a quick quiz and discover ideas tailored to your family. A little time together can make a big difference. For more information and to learn more about how to prevent underage drinking, visit parentsempowered.org.